Hello friends, this is Vivek Bajaj, co-founder of Stockedge. Friends, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to identify portfolio of ace investors. Friends, in stock market, there are two categories of market participants. One who are well informed and much more knowledgeable, and one who are least informed and they don't apply too much of knowledge, right? As someone who is there in market to make money, we all should aspire to see what other people are also doing, because it is not always important that you will be able to find good stock ideas on your own. Well, there is a school of thought which would say that only restrict yourself to the stocks which you understand. But also there is a school of thought which says that why don't I keep my mind open and also see what other people are doing and try to evaluate all the ideas which we get from them in our parameter and then take a decision, right? Not necessarily that you will be able to identify all stocks by your own. So that's why looking at the portfolio of ace investors can become important for you. Now, who are ace investors? Typically, the ace investors would be institutions like FIIs. They can be domestic institutions like mutual funds or other institutions, and they can be ultra HNI individuals who do rigorous homework, who are involved at a very micro level with the company to figure out whether there is a potential for stock growth in that stock price of that company. Now, you must have heard the names of Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Ramesh Tamani, Vijay Kedia and other people, and you must have heard the name of institutions like Amansa Capital or other FPIs who are very active in Indian market. Now, how do we get their portfolio is a very critical question. A lot of people are trying to make an attempt to answer this question. Mark my words, friends, as I said, people are trying to make an attempt. So that's why their attempt is not 100% accurate, because there is lot of work which has to be done to see the exact portfolio of that investor. Now, what we have done in Stockedge, there is a three level features which can actually give you a quick view about the portfolio of the investors. Now, there is a section called investor in the home page. Investor is basically whoever is active in the market in any form, and this we have accumulated data from all publicly available information sources from where we actually source the information and we pay to those sources. So these are a couple of names who have been active in the market lately. Either they have done some kind of a bulk deal, block deal, insider deal, or there has been some kind of an activity done by this individual or this enterprise in a specific company. If you select this, you can see that this particular individual has done a bulk deal in this particular company. Similarly, you can select other and see what has happened in which company by these individuals. Now, this is a very primitive way of identifying an investor. So let's see, if I want to search Rakesh Jhunjhunwala here, let me search Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Okay, this is Rajesh. Let me search Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. So this I'm not getting any name here, Rakesh Jhun. Yeah. So if you see Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, so there are multiple entries with respect to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala in our database, right? And Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is the person who doesn't only invest using his name. He invests in the name of his wife, his family members, his other entities which he have. So if you only look at Rakesh Jhunjhunwala per se to identify his portfolio, it would be kind of an incomplete information you will be seeking from this investor section. So how do we get their portfolio then? Then what we did is, we created a concept called My Investor Group. Now, this is a unique creation from Team Stockedge, and a lot of people are actually trying to copy this. But original will always remain original. So what we are doing is, we are giving you a platform where you can create your own group, and that group can be not necessarily an individual or a specific investor. It can be a class of investor. So you can create a group and search all the relevant investors which you want to add to this group, and then look at the portfolio of that cumulative investor at a cumulative level. So this is how you create a group. So you can just create a group called Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, okay, So this is how I created a group which has no investors right now. So if you see, where is that entry? Let me just locate the entry. Because I have created so many groups myself, I am taking time to locate that entry. So here it is. So this doesn't have any investor yet. So what I intend to do is I want to add all the names which is related to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Okay, so these are the names which I can see is related to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. So I add all these names, and obviously I need to know the name of his entities which he is using for investment in market. So you can say Rare Enterprise, which is one of his entities which he used. So Rare Enterprise, so I can add Rare Enterprise here, right? And I can add his wife's name. So Rekha Rakesh, okay, and so on. So you can just keep on identifying the names which is related to this individual or this fund house, and accordingly you can create a basket of all the investors. What is the benefit of doing that? If you press shareholding, you will be able to see a cumulative holding of this group of investor in these stocks in a percentage terms. If you click, you can see the current holding. If you click, you can see the historical last 5 years holding of shareholders in that particular company. Now this obviously needs a bit of homework and a bit of working from your side, and you're understanding that who are the other people related to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Lot of people want to do their homework by themselves because that gives them a comfort about the data which they are trying to retrieve. Now the third level which I mentioned to you, first level, second level which I've just discussed. The third level is the premium offering which we have given to our users, where we have created investor portfolio of around 300 investors in India. So all you need to do is search their name, say Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, which is available to you in your app also. If you click here, you can see this is the consolidated portfolio of Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. So actually we have done that hard work. For the last 1 year, we have been working very religiously on this database, and we have done the hard work and identified 77 investors' name which is related to Rakesh ji. You click here and you get the ready-made portfolio of Rakesh Jhunjhunwala for your tracking purpose. Now friends, I am not saying that you invest in the stocks because Rakesh ji has invested, but what I am saying is at least you can see the stocks and then you can do a follow-on research on those stocks and make a judgment on those stocks. Now one of the things which is important here is that these are information which gets updated on a quarterly result basis. So actually if you see Rakesh ji who invested today may actually get out in 5, 6, 7 days, and the reporting will happen only after the quarterly result is out. So the best way to see the immediate impact of his activity is to look at the deals, if that deal will be covered. So you will have bulk deal, block deal and insider deal, which will immediately help you to see if there is immediate activity which has been done by one of the investors of this group. You can actually dig into each stock. You can see the last 5 years activity of this whole group in this stock. You can actually dig in further and go to that stock and see since last 5 years what has been the flow of shareholding of in that particular company. So this is a huge value addition. I mean, getting 300 investor ready-made portfolio both from individual as well as institution, you can actually do a lot of stock identification from here, and accordingly you can plan your investment strategy accordingly as per your own model which you have developed for yourself. Alright, so I'm going to create more videos for other features. Do tune in and watch the other videos as well. Thank you.